Hello everyone. Now I'm shooting my fourth video. In this video, I'm going to talk about Red Seal exam. I recently done mine and I passed it. And all the information I was looking before my exam on the internet and YouTube, and I think all it's just a pretty speculation that you could see. Like people are like just telling you how to get a visa to do your Red Seal exam. The other ones selling their courses, and some of them haven't done the exam and they're just telling you like what to do, like how to do the exam. So I think after doing the exam, I find that all the videos are pretty untrue. I think some of them might be different experience than mine, and but most of the videos that I found were pretty useless. No offense to anybody. So in this video, I'm gonna try to share all the I'm not gonna share the first part of it. I think I might be sharing that in the other part, like how to book the exam, how to get your trade equivalency assessment, how to register for the apprentice. I done both of them. I registered for apprentice and I also done the trade equivalency assessment. So, but I think my trade equivalency was successful. That's a whole long different story. But in this one, I'm just gonna talk about the exam. Uh, Exam. So you start at 8:30, and you have to be at the exam center at 8 o'clock. I done actually I forgot to tell you. So I done for Cook 415A at in province of Ontario. Each province has their different uh the Red Seal program. For I think my one might be different from Quebec, my from Manitoba, Alberta, and from the other provinces. And I think the first doing exam is much easier than you know getting to the exam part. It means I'm not saying the contents of exam is easy. I'm saying the process. So getting your trade equivalency assessment and all the documentation that are required for to be eligible for the exam, it's tedious. You need to get a lot of stuff done. You need to get a lot of things signed up, and yeah. But sticking to the point, so I'm gonna start. So what comes in the exam? I'm not gonna share the question and answers in the exam because before when you write the exam, they make you sign that you cannot share the contents of exam. So yeah, I won't do that, but I will give you the idea what you guys should preparing for the exam, and that might be different for other provinces. But I'm going to talk much more about Ontario, and you can find the same information online on the Red Seal website. Uh, I have a lot of books actually. I'm thinking I'm going to start with books. What do you guys should like? Where should you guys should be preparing from? So I have a lot of small like those like 400 questions. I think exam prep book, but like this one. Uh, this one has I think AI based question about what I believe is. It's just idea of mine, speculation as I would say. It has a lot of questions, but the sum of question like has no connection with the real seed. Like there, you're not gonna get question about management and how to engage like all the humor source question in the exam because this is Cook exam, it's not a management exam. So uh, I have like a couple of other books like from that I bought from Amazon. I bought also this one from Amazon, but this is the real deal. This is the book that I studied in when I was in a chef school at George Brown. Uh, this is where you guys could get, or if you have another book, you could prepare from there. But this is the book you have to study for the Red Seal exam, cover to cover, not skimming and scanning the book. So make sure you study this whole book because I done this exam 3 times. I failed twice. I didn't fail with like a huge difference. I got like if I got like 8 questions more right, I would have passed that exam. If I got 10 questions right, I would have passed the exam. So first time I got 63%, second time I got 65%, and the third time I got 81%. The difference was the book. I read this book whole, and yeah, I watched a lot of videos, a lot of great chefs on the YouTube, and I think now I'm gonna go main into what are you guys gonna get in the exam and what kind of things you. I can't cover all the like they have like 10 to 11 questions in each section, and they come from like different part of the the section, like not a section, like different, like you would have, if assume you have eggs, you're gonna get omelets, then you could might get hard boiled eggs, and then you're gonna get cheese in there, because there's like a couple of different concepts squished into one section. So you would have egg, cheese, and dairy. So you're gonna have egg, cheese, and all the question about dairy. So I'm gonna tell you contents of exam. You're gonna find the same thing on online. I think I might drop a link of Red Seal website in the description of this video. So the first section would be safety and sanitation. So in this, they're gonna cover about all the safety related tools. I think these are not you're not gonna find much of this information. The safety you're gonna find about sanitation. No, actually, you're gonna find safety and sanitation. Yeah, so I think that'd be the next part. So safety and sanitation is the same deal. All the the contamination, different type of contaminations, infection, diseases, food poisoning, everything in regards to that you're gonna have to study from the book, or you could study from Ontario. I think they have a PDF kind of thing, Ontario food safety sanitation something. So you could just Google that thing. It's gonna the PDF comes up, and you're just gonna read all the safety measures and temperatures for the 2 sink cleaning method, 3 sink cleaning method, dishwashing or mechanical cleaning, not cleaning, dishwashing. So that be your safety and sanitation. Common occupational skill. You're not gonna find that in this book. Most of the contents are pretty much general knowledge. If you have worked in the kitchen, you would have known most of the stuff. And I personally find this is like the easiest part of the exam. Most of the stuff is just like general knowledge, like how to clean different type of equipments. I'm not gonna say what kind of equipment that I got in the question, but it could be different. Like that could be a salamander, how to clean a fridge. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I got in the question, but what you should like is PPE, person protective equipment. What kind of PPE you would need for different equipment. So that's you're gonna find in this. Produce type of vegetables, cutting procedures, and washing and that kind of stuff. We're gonna cover into this. So you make sure that you study your produce section from the book. Stock and soup, white stock, uh, brown stock, the kind of stuff, like the procedure for blanching. Make sure you know what is bouquet garni is, and sachet, how to make them, like what contents goes in bouquet garni, and what merquois is. I think this is like a basic ratios of bones and stuff. You should know that one, because that's the most of the question. If we talk about something about stocks, that's like basic of stocks. Like what is the bottom of stock is like. That's where the stock revolves around. What's the contents of it? What is blanching is, and what is the procedure for storing it, temperatures and timings. That could be it. Sauces, mother sauces, basic. The sauces that are dry from basic sauces, like from bechamel you could get marinade, cheese, uh, mac and cheese sauce kind of stuff. So you guys should know that one, and all the other sauces, brown like demi-glace, uh, tomato sauce, different type of, I think Subies. I don't know. I think Subies doesn't. Yeah, now I'm just uh, actually now I'm confusing myself with a lot of different, because there's a lot of sauces, and some of you're gonna find the same thing in a veloute, and you're gonna find the same thing in brown sauce, and yeah. So I think uh, I think Spanish sauce, Spanish tomato sauce, these kind of stuff. Make sure you guys study that part. And coulis, purees, that also I think comes in the section 2. Dairy and egg products and alternatives. You guys should know, we should know uh, alternative for eggs, alternative for gluten, alternatives for dairy products like uh, milk, different type of milk, how you guys make those milks, that kind of stuff. Into the section eggs, uh, stuff that we make from eggs, different type of omelets, uh, storing temperature. The temperature for each section should, you guys should know, like storing temperatures for produce, storing temperatures for seafood, meat, and everything. So each section I'm talking about, you should just know how to store them. Pastas. So pasta also, I think pastas, grain, seed, pulse, soy. I think I'm using this as my guide, but this is not true. This is the same this book. So they squished the pasta, grain, seed, pulse in one section. So you guys get that together, I think. So pasta, type of pasta, shape of pasta, storing procedure of pasta, making procedure of pasta. Uh, if you know those main pastas, all like the one that are loved by everybody, I'm not gonna say their names, but you guys should expect them, how to prepare them, how to store them. So you guys should know, go through everything about them. Grain seed pulses. Grain seed pulses, same thing. You guys should know different type of grain seed pulses, bulgur, kasha, that kind of stuff. Groats, grits, uh, what else? Barley, millet, that kind of stuff. Soy-based pulses, nuts. Actually, I don't know much about nuts in the exam. I don't remember. Like, was there questions about it? There were some questions as the like uh the ingredients, as like what kind of ingredient goes, what kind of nut goes in these kind of stuff, this sauce, that sauce. So you guys should be aware of that, but not specifically about. You can actually in this book there is part like how to wash, peel the nuts and how to process them. Wheat based protein. Now you guys should know couscous and all the stuff about quinoa, uh, different type of rice, wild rice, normal rice, temperature for cooking them, and ratios of water to the rice when you cook them. These kind of things are always important. You're gonna find this in the most of the books for those small books. But yeah, those kind of things comes really handy in the exam. Meat, poultry, game, birds, and all stuff. Meats, cuts of meat, storing temperatures. Uh, I think the butchering procedure, what kind of knife you're gonna use for what kind of cuts, and type of equipment you're gonna use. There might be some questions about connective tissue, elastin, gelatin, the kind of stuff. You guys should know what a gelatin is, what is elastin is, what is connective tissues are, and yeah, these are the basics for the meat. And it goes around different cuts of meat. There might be some dishes in the so yeah, there might be some dishes like what kind of cut you're gonna use for this meat, what kind of bird you're gonna use for this soup, so that kind of stuff. Fish and shellfish. Fish and shellfish, types of fish: white, uh, round, flat, oily, lean. So you guys should know this one. So, and shellfish. Now I think I pronounced them really wrong. Bivalves, univalves, and crutons, and like so. What kind of things go for me? I think this part I really prepared really well. So, but I did not perform that good. I think I'm lost around 6 mark or 5 marks in this section. But make sure I think it's easier. It seems really intimidating, but it's easy. So you guys should prepare for this one. Like, don't forget about crabs. King crab, dungeon crab, snow crab, blue crab, soft shell crab. These kind of things you guys should know what are these things are, and what is the difference between all of them. Garmanger. I don't think it's called garmanger in the exam. It's called specialty preparation. So you should guys know how to prepare salad. If you prepare for so different kind of service like buffet, uh, in the kitchen, like yeah, that kind of stuff. So Horby finger food. I think I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that word. Horse the worst. This is. I don't think I never heard this word before. Like people using this word that much in the kitchen, but it's like what kind of like satay, that kind of stuff, like all those small food items that you eat in parties, like before the parties, and it's like small little finger foods, like small bites of food, that kind of stuff. In this section, you're gonna get those sauces, not sauces actually, like type of. It's getting hard to explain that part. Uh, what kind of things that you guys use, like in like pigs in a blanket kind of thing, that we like. What is it like? Uh, what kind of sauce you're gonna use for if you're making like small, like if you're making smoked salmon, the cream cheese, dill cream cheese kind of thing, and sausages. I don't think there might be some question about sausages. I think it's gonna cover. It's not a lot of them, but it's just like one or two questions that you're gonna get about sausages. Make sure you cover your sausages part from the charcuterie section in the book. Condiments, easy. Spice, jellies, and glaze. Not a much question, but you still need to cover that in the book. My weakest section is baked good and desserts. I love eating sweets, but I'm not much a baking person. I don't have that much patience for measuring and weighing stuff. But after reading this book, I got a lot to know about much more about the baking. Now I'm gonna give a whole lot of lectures, but I'm not that good in baking. But you should know what different type of dough, mainly for the different type of pastry doughs, like mealy, flaky, short crust. You should know gluten, how development of gluten, what is their proofing, folding, kneading, these kinds of stuff, and you also get the thickened dessert. Don't forget creme and glaciers, which is I think vanilla pudding, custard, vanilla custard actually, not a pudding, vanilla custard. So make sure that you know the temperatures and uh and I think the main part you should know also tempering stuff. This is like I think most of exams in the cooking industry are covered, and if you like on the food theory based, even I remember in my school time we had a lot of questions on how to temper this, that, blah blah blah. So make sure you cover that part, and cooking the fruits for the pies and stuff. Make sure you guys know that different type of meringues, and that's also the important part. I think I didn't find potatoes in here, but I don't think you're gonna find the same this list on the website. The contents are in here are not actually right, I think, and I think you can find the same information and I think more up to date on the Red Seal website. And the last tip in the exam, make sure you guys use both dictionaries, English to French and French to English. Make sure you guys no English to French. No, don't take English to French. Take French to English. I don't think you won't need English to French, but it's gonna come really handy. A lot of cooking terms comes in French. You could translate them, and even that gives you the answer. And English dictionary, use regular English dictionary, and that would come handy too. You could like if you were really confused about different type of foods, like what are they like. I'm not gonna tell you that, but yeah, if you confused about foods, any word that you are there, like certain dishes, you could find them in the English dictionary, and you get an idea of it, and then you could get your answer right. So I think that's all about the residue. If you, I think I'm gonna make a, I think the other video that I should make is how to book the exam, like how to get to the exam part, how to get your uh, experience assessed and your education assessed for the exam. And I think drop a comment for that if you want me to make that video. Thank you very much for watching and sticking to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.